Hey everyone, it's Arlyn of Awaken Spanda, and I am coming on today because I want to share a little more in depth about a service that I'm offering currently. And it is called the Inner Voice Reading. Now, if you follow me, you know that I have been talking about how I'm incorporating some energetic technologies into my practice now and making some really freaking cool things available to you guys. And I'm excited about it. So I want to just kind of get into it a little bit, and I'm going to bring it into what I already do and what you may already know. But if you're familiar, I'm going to start at the basics. If you come to any of my sound meditations or if you've done immersions with me, you probably heard me talk about the analogy of the body being like an orchestra. So if you think metaphorically of like an orchestra, and an orchestra has all these different parts in it, all these different instruments playing, right? And all those instruments come together to create this beautiful piece, and it sounds amazing, right? So that's how you see an orchestra. If something is out of tune, say like the string, the cellos are out of tune, or something is out of tune in the body, it's going to sound a little off, right? It's not going to be quite harmonized. It's not going to be at its optimal, right? So if we think of the body in the same way, like the body having all these different parts, meaning like your blood, your organs, your tissues, your nerves, your cells, every detail of the body, everything is vibrating. Everything holds its own frequency. Now, there have been studies done for years, and they have come to the conclusion that a lot of these pieces of our body, all within all different kinds of people, vibrate at generally the same place at an optimal point. Okay, these are studies done by scientists. Okay, so with that said, so everything's vibrating, everything, if anything's out of tune, anything at all, if there's anything in our body that's been traumatized, anything that's being infiltrated by like consumption, by things we're consuming through our eyes, our ears, our mouth, our nose, everything affects our energy body because everything has a resonance, everything has a frequency. Now, these are things you haven't probably learned in school, but these are things that people are so incredibly waking up to. And this information has been out for a very long time, and for whatever reason been seriously suppressed. But I think that has a lot to do with our unconscious, and it's the work I do with the sound. We're bringing the unconscious to the conscious, right? We can't address anything that we're not consciously aware of. So during our sound meditations, the intention is to balance and harmonize all aspects of the body. That is always my intention. And that's why we always see such radical things happening in a lot of my immersions, or why I've seen a lot of things happen with people. And you have all these experiences where you're remembering things, or you all of a sudden feel your body in a place where you remember. Or I've even had somebody one time, and I don't know why this came up in my head, but she said that she felt something in her chest, and something told her intuition, because this is what we do. We tap people. This is tuning you into your own consciousness, but your own consciousness and awareness of your body, all aspects of your body. This is what sound meditation does for people when they're ready. Because her intuition said you need to go get that checked out, she went and got it checked out, and lo and behold, it was something. It was cancer. So, and she was incredibly thankful, and I was even blown away. I'm like, wow, that's the power of sound and frequency when we bring the unconscious to the conscious. So it's a great working. So what we're doing now, this is what goes on when I'm working with instruments, when I'm working with you in the more feminine aspect, right? So then I want to talk to you now about like the technology that I'm using. The technology I've been bringing in is more masculine in nature, right? It's more active, it's fast, it has lots of information, there's lots going on, it's more technical, it's more detailed. It's amazing. But bringing this component in is just only going to take our practice, the practice of the feminine aspect, so much further. So, and you know why I'm bringing it this way is totally up to its spirit's guidance. So this is how I uniquely am bringing this to you guys, and how I'm being guided to. So So when we do the voice reading, what the voice reading, and I'm going to get into this, so I'm going to try to make this quick. You'll be hearing more about it to come. So what we do is we actually, I'm going to show you, well, it's a little bit like a phone, right? It is like a phone, to be honest. But it's got incredible technology and programs behind it. And we'll get into the actual device later. But I want to talk to you about the reading. So the reading itself is very simple. Really, you're going to speak into the phone, and I will guide you through that process. We can do this together. We can do it long distance, either way. Doesn't matter. You don't have to be with me, as long as I can hear your voice, get a voice clip. That's it. So what it does is it generates through reading the technical details, right? So it's generating its information through all these technical spectrums. So we're using the actual note, the range of the note, that's the whole scale. So going from like C to B, and all the sharps in between. So what it's going to do is read what is more not what note is suffering, right? Or what is in lack, or what is being affected. So say, like, I pulled up a chart right here to kind of, so I can walk through this a little bit. But like this one, the effective octave is A. And so what the reading is actually going to talk about what note A affects within the body, within the physical body. And then it's going to give you an octave that actually seeks to balance that out. So like for instance, this one is a D sharp, and it gives you colors associated. So when we're dealing with the voice reader, we're dealing a lot with the energetic body. I mean, the emotional body. Sorry. Excuse me. I meant the emotional body, the emotional aspects of the body, and also the physical. But it's more how, like, when we get into like reading the notes of the voice, sometimes we have things subconsciously we're not aware of, or unconsciously not aware of. We may not know, we don't know how we project our tone, our voice, or, we just don't know sometimes. So something might seem like it matches, and something might seem like, I don't know, is that true? But that's something, it's another way to start looking at some things that maybe you're not consciously aware of yet, right? So this gives you, when you get the voice reading, you're actually going to get a 4-page report. You also, what we do in the session is if you're with me in person, we'll actually do this in person together, but you'll also receive 4 MP3 tones. So it's like doing a sound healing session, but through tones. They're already created. They call them Rad Tones, based off radionics. So we'll actually listen. I'm going to allow you to sit back, and if you're with me, and go through all the tones. So it's basically like a sound healing session, but it's just using more electronic. You're not going to be hearing the gongs and everything, but you also have them in your email immediately. So you'll have them at home where you can listen to them in the morning, in the evening. You can listen to them when you're stressed out, when you're not feeling emotionally up to par, whenever you feel led. Honestly, this is just another way, and this is in a more masculine sense, remember, and this is my interpretation, but giving you a little more technical advice, right, on like what might be going on. And this is all scientifically backed. This is by doing science. So so it's the science, right? And then when we're doing sound meditations, or we're doing the sound healing with instruments, we're moving in more of the feminine, the intuitive, the spirit, right? And all this is all going to do is help bring it all, merge it all together. So there's just that much more knowledge. It's amazing. It's absolutely incredible. And when I do the voice readings, I'm going to be also giving you one of my papers on toning, because here's the beautiful part. I'm a huge advocate of toning, and toning like personally for yourself. Just free toning, no like specifics, like actually tuning into the intuition and allowing yourself to just go with the flow when you're toning. because what you're doing, and there's no other, it's the most powerful, powerful sound instrument we have on this earth is our voice. And it's us. It's us. This is our sacredness. It's all us. So I'm a huge advocate, and I just love the fact that we can bring these two components together, because after I read your chart here, I can kind of better, I can tell you what tones, and these are, when I talk about tones, we're talking about just vowels. I will give you vowels that may help you specifically, you personally, by going off of this information, that may be best for you. Now, I won't leave it at that, because you guys, like I said, I'm just here as guidance, as a tool, and any information I share, it's just a tool. You are solely responsible for yourself and for your healing and your well-being, because you uniquely know what you need. You know what you need. And that's why I always encourage the sacredness of it, and to sit and just allow your intuition. And listening, when you tone, you can actually listen to yourself, and you'll know when you feel something. If you move up the spectrum with the different vowels, you will sense where things are shaky, or you might feel things different on one side of the body as opposed to the other. There's all kinds of things you'll feel, sense. And if you're listening to your intuition, you'll know. And I'm telling you, it brings healing and opening to the energetic body that nothing else can, because you're sending your own personal vibration through your whole system. And it's amazing. So that's what I will uniquely be adding to the readings I do with you guys, is bringing in both aspects, the masculine and the feminine aspect, as one, to give you the most powerful and effective method to get yourself to your most optimal human potential, because that is what I want for everybody. I want it for myself, and I want it for all you guys out there. No strings attached, this is all about you, really. Our mission in life, truly, of what this is what I have found. Your mission must first be yourself. If it's not yourself first, you got nothing. You got nothing, right? Everything starts within. So this is just another component to bring it all together. And I'm going to try to make the readings as affordable as possible. I don't try. They are affordable, Jesus. But but not only that, there will be so much more to come. I'm also working with Cephi program. So it's quantum frequency, and I'll be helping you to create that. We'll do that on another video, but helping you to create your own little program to run for yourself, and that's through I'll do that intuitively through speaking with you about what you might need, or maybe you know exactly what you need. I don't know, but we'll figure it out. But yeah, so I hope I covered everything. I want to end it. I don't want to keep this going too long, but I will be talking more about it. If you have any questions, certainly reach out. And if you want to do a long distance, if you're not around and you just see this video somewhere, reach out, email me, and we'll make it happen. That's about it. Any further questions? We'll be talking about the device. I'm actually going to do a video on the device alone, because this is something that you can get for yourself if you like. If you want to bring it in your home, if you want to bring it in your practice, I encourage it. 111% for sure. This is something we all deserve, and just like the instruments, that's why I sell instruments as well. Bowls, and I actually have some bowls for sale right now, but bowls, gongs, all that, because these are things we should be having in our homes. We are solely responsible for our health and our wealth, and that's it, and we all deserve that, and I stand by that, and I want to help any way I can, to get everybody where they need to be, their optimal point, optimal human potential. Right? Not regenerating, not degenerating. That's the new era we're moving into. And so anyway, I love you guys. My website, www.awakenspanda.com. Hopefully I will have some upgrades very soon, where things will be made a little more easy to access. But check it out. Follow me on YouTube, or you know, I'm not liking Facebook at all these days. At all, waste of energy. But I also have an Instagram account, Arlyn of Awaken Spanda. All right, I love you guys. Reach out for a reading and anything further. All right, as within, so without, as above, so below. Love is truly all that is. So be it. So be it. So you just ignite it. All right.